Hey guys, today I'm going to show you some of the most insane rat holes I've found so far in the new Genesis map, in Genesis Part 2. And so we're going to start off with number 1 here. And here are the chords. Here's the map. Here's the chords. You could find it by looking at this. It's kind of towards the middle of the map, middle of the left side. This giant tentacle, and then there's this tentacle that wraps around this dome. If you just go underneath here, facing this wall, if you go up, you can actually go through it and go inside the dome. And inside, it's not that flat, only towards the bottom, but you could still make it work. Don't go too close to the edges, because you will face through and get stuck, just like that. So if you do build in this spot, be careful. You do get stuck a lot, and you could build here in official. I have official settings on. All you have to do is find an area to place your cliff plats in a way that they won't go through the dome, of course, so they don't get blown up. You can build in here. It's pretty big, I'm gonna be honest, and it's such a small entrance to for people to raid that this is the first base location. And in no order is this. There's no order in these ones, by the way. So here we are in a base location number 2. This is more of a solo rat hole. It's pretty small, but you could also build here in official. You just have to be aware of your spacing. It's small, kind of smallish entrance, but for solos towards like small tribes or something like that, I think this would be a decent, at least to start off with. So here is the chords. Here's the map, also kind of towards the middle of the left side. You can find it over here. There's this collapsing like building, and there's some of these big flowers, and then there's that big tentacle over there towards the end of the map. Overall, I think this is a good starting base for a solo. So here we are at base location number 3. All you had to do to find this base spot, which is pretty easy, is search for this big tentacle over here. There's another one sticking, wrapping around like this pillar over here. It's towards the middle on the left side at the very end. Here are the chords. So if you just come straight here, there you go. If you just come up here, you actually have a big area to work with. You have this kind of slope area, but it's not that big of a deal. You also have you can walk through here, which I also find very interesting. This is for sure going to get patched, at least this area in which you can somewhat mesh, but you have a lot of space. So I'd suggest just covering this entire starting area with turrets. Make an L shape so you cover all sides. So that is base location number 3. A pretty solid one for a big tribe. I'm gonna be honest, big tribe. You cannot fit a Indie Forge, I believe. Let's test it out. Industrial Forge. Nope. It seems it's too big for an Industrial Forge, but you should have enough space to have enough forges. Alright, so that's base location number 3, and now let's head to base location number 4. Okay, so here we are at base location number 4. It's towards the smaller side. You might also again starting for smalls, or maybe you want to go solo in a server, you could build here in official. So to find this, there's this tentacle right next to it. The building with the giant tentacle towards the middle. So it's, here's the chords, and there's the map, and it's over here past the tentacle. And if you go down, you do have a little bit more space as opposed to number 2, I believe. But again, it's to probably start off. You could build here in official, but I think it's best for unofficial since it's so slow. You can probably put a cliff plat in here. But yeah, that is number 4. Again, here's the map, here's the chords, and we'll head to base location number 5. Alright, here we are at base location number 5. You cannot build here in what's it called? You cannot build here in official. Here's the map, here's the chords, here's the entrance to the cave, but we're not gonna build in the cave. We're actually gonna build in this rat hole over here. In my opinion, this is one of the best rat holes in the entire map that I have found so far, and it's probably the best one in this video. So to start off, let's just come down here. Hold up. There you go, the entrance. Once pretty hard to get up here if you are trying to soak this. You do have quite a small area. A stego might fit. I don't believe anything bigger than a trike. Maybe a turtle will definitely fit in here. People can snow owl dive your beginning turrets, but as you can see, the further you go up, the more room you have, and actually you end up with a bunch of room. You can come down here, and you could start breeding gigas or any of the other big dinosaurs. Honestly, anywhere in your base. Be careful because some spiders and other dinosaurs do spawn in here. But here, I'll show you that you cannot build here in official. It says you cannot place structures here. You do have to be careful. Cliff plats will work in here. An unofficial, probably the best unofficial spot. As you can see, you could look at the outside from here inside your cave, but if you go outside, you cannot come back in. You have to come back in from your entrance, so it's easy to defend and you have a lot of room. And that is why it's one of the best, if not the best, base location in the entirety of Genesis 2. Alright, well, let's head to base location number 6. Alright, so here we are at number 6. We're kind of towards the end of the left side. So here's the map. Here are the chords. In the beginning, you can't really see anything. It's kind of normal. But the further you go in, you'll actually see that it's open. You cannot build here in official, sadly. I will try to find more official base spots to build in, which I'll release probably tomorrow. But it's massive. It's absolutely massive. Not as big as the other one, but very close. I don't believe it's mesh, since the entrance is kind of in the open. So you face through the walls, and it's honestly a really good base spot, and in the mountain, so you will find very useful dinosaurs such as the Paracers for your early game soaking. Snow owls will spawn here occasionally. You do have the further up you go, you will have a good chunk of metal nodes, so you don't have to travel far for those. RG spawn in here, and if you go further down into the mountain, you will find villas. the RV line. So and you get stegos and a lot of good dinosaurs. Honestly, it's a very good base spot to build in since everything is so close. Mantises for that early game calling. You just have it all. Again, I'll show you one more time. Here are the chords. Here's the map. And that's it for today's video. I'll be posting more later. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe or leave down a comment if you found any of these useful, or if you found a base spot that I should know of. Alright, other than that, I hope you guys have a good day.
Hehehe